thousands of fans. And I clearly didn't deliver it. And I'm the strongest one here.
You were here.
That means nothing.
Hello, Art Simone.
Hi.
How have you been, darling? Is it a whirlwind?
I've described it as hard and fast. That's what it was. And normally that's not a bad thing for me, but...
Well, this interview is going to be hard and fast, honey. Just how you like it.
Beautiful.
Okay, Art. Today we're going to be making you a Drag Race Yearbook to celebrate your time on the show. But there's a catch. You must nominate your sisters in the following yearbook categories, but the only rule is you can't nominate yourself.
All right.
So are you ready for the challenge?
Yeah, let's bloody do it.
Category is Class Clown.
Coco Jumbo. Coco is so silly and so stupid in the best way. Like, she'd just be sitting there and not understand what was going on and then just start laughing, and it would make us all laugh, and then we get in trouble by the producers for laughing and not being quiet. So she is like the one that just kept making us all giggle. I bloody love her.
I could see that 100%. Coco Jumbo honestly looks like absolute laugh riot. Well, speaking of clowns, let's talk a little bit about the Snatch Game. Now, we read that RuPaul didn't know who Bindi was. Is that true?
Yeah, but she had no idea. I had my one-on-one with her and I brought over my stuff and she's like, who are you doing? I was like, Bindi Irwin. And she was like, oh, Steve Irwin's daughter. And she was like, the crocodile hunter's daughter. And then she just repeated what I said and we moved on.
Oh yes, Steve Irwin's daughter.
So,
Oh my gosh. What were your thoughts watching Snatch Game back?
I felt like I was watching an alternate reality because it was just so different to like the vibe we had on the day. But you know what? It was triggering. It was entertaining in some parts. It was confusing in some parts, but it's done.
It's done. Yeah, I know what you mean. But the internet and myself were like outraged on your behalf. So like, how are you feeling about it now? And then now you've seen the reactions from, you know, the internet.
Yeah, look, I won't be lying if I didn't say that I was quite in a dark spot when I came back from Drag Race because it all just happened so quickly and so differently, and the experience was so hard. Seeing like this outpouring of love and making me realize that yes, it was a very strange episode and it was like strange decisions that were made and I wasn't going loopy has really helped me to come out of that dark spot and find some solace in it.
Look at you, girl. Look at you. That's brilliant, honey. Yeah.
Category is Best Look.
Ooh, I'm gonna say Anita Wigl'it.
Anita Wigl'it. Okay, nice. I really like that. But I really liked your runway. So
I was trying to pick someone that wasn't me. I'm not allowed to pick.
I know, yeah. I was like, your sea-signaling runway was absolutely gorgeous. Head to toe. I was like, okay, here we go. And we've seen on Drag Race before, you know, sometimes the Snatch Game is a bit off, but the runways really look like they seal the deal. But the judges liked it too, so I was very confused because it wasn't enough to save you. Mayhem. Do you think the judges made a mistake putting you in the bottom two?
Oh, 100%. I think that's all over my face in the episode. It's like, look at the material. It's like, if we're not looking at the runway, why are we even doing the runway at the moment? Like, could I just be in track pants? Like,
T, you had it here first.
Yeah.
Category is Shadiest Queen.
Ooh, I'm going to give it to my sister Karen from Finance because her confessionals revealed a lot more to me than what she was saying to my face. So I'm going to give her the shadiest queen.
That's very Drag Race though. When you're there producing and you're doing it, you're filming, it's all nicey then in the confessionals. Ooh.
I wasn't like that. I was telling people to their face. So
yes, you were.
Because I'm like, you know, I'm let's keep it real. So I tell people to their face, but I guess that was my mistake.
No, it wasn't a mistake. It was great. Absolutely brilliant. We have to talk, Art, about your dramatic exit. When you said it means nothing, I died. Completely iconic behavior. Babes, tell me a bit about that moment.
Well, I've been poked and prodded by this producer, like prior to you seeing that one snippet, and she kept reminding me of everything that I just lost. Like, and then to top it off, she then said, you know, well, you were here. And instead of like acknowledging my feelings and my hurt and being like, you know, it really sucks, I feel really sorry for you, she was just like, well, you were here, which is the same thing as being like, oh, you tried. Or like when someone dies, you don't go to the person that's their relative and go, well, at least they lived. So that's why I responded the way. And I think it's so refreshing to have some actual real raw emotions displayed and rather than a pageant answer of, I'm just, thank you for having me. You know, here's my tagline. Like,
yeah. It was an iconic moment. And you know what? I can understand your frustration in that moment. You said you'd never live it down. Do you still feel that way?
No, because at least we've made something out of it. So I think we've made lemonade out of lemons, and I think I will be able to not live it down, but for a different reason to what I was thinking at the time.
At the time, yeah. You know what? I still think the whole thing is very iconic. You are still an absolute shining star.
Category is Miss Congeniality.
Oh, I will have to give that again to Anita Wigl'it. She is the most aggressively positive person I've ever met in my life. People thought that Ben de la Creme was bad, but no, Anita Wigl'it is just so happy and at 1,000 every single moment of the day. Like, it's not just to the cameras. I've known Anita for years, and like she's always been like that everywhere, like every time of the day.
I'm gonna need Miss Anita Wigl'it in my pocket some days. You know what I mean? Just take them out the past.
I tell you what, if I was a vampire, I'd have a little taste, because sometimes I need a buzz like that, because I don't know how she does that. Oh my gosh.
A little bit of Anita Wigl'it. Sell it in little packets. That's what I mean.
Category is Biggest Bogan.
Because I can't nominate myself. The biggest bogan was JoJo Zaho. She, like, I bonded very quickly with her. I've known her as well for many years, and she is just as rough around the edges as I am.
I love that. You Aussie girls are so rough around the edges, and it reminds me of the UK girls here. I absolutely love it. Okay, our last thing. We always end these videos with a yearbook quote. So what quote, and it can be absolutely anything, would you like to be remembered by?
I think we already know what that quote is.
We do, but I want to hear it again.
That means nothing.
Yes, that means nothing, baby. We are so sad to see a legend like you go so soon. But I know there's a whole lot more coming for you, and this ain't the end. So just plug a little bit. What's coming up next, baby? Where can we find you? Where can we support?
Yeah, well, I've got a one-woman show that's going to be touring Australia soon called Art Therapy. But at the moment, due to COVID restrictions, it's a one-woman show that I only perform for one woman at a time. So it's going to take a while, but I'll get there eventually.
You'll get there.
You know, as a single woman, it's really hard to go to a show by yourself. So I thought, why not? It's tailored for them. So it's good.
Well, hopefully I can be the only woman in the show too when it comes overseas. Yes.
Yeah. Well, it'll probably be a 5-year tour in the UK by the time I get to everyone. But it'll be worth it.
That's absolutely amazing. Well, I can't wait to see what you do. It's been lovely talking to you. And you know what? I'll drop you a message on Instagram, honey. We can have a little chat every now and then.
Yes.
Yes, honey. Connecting. This is what it means to connect everybody. You're a network. Take care. I love you so much, and I can't wait to see you in the future, babe. Mwah. Much love.
Thanks for having me.
Bye.